Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to be sharing with you some new makeup products that I've been trying out. I'm going to let you know what I think of them. I figured I would kind of throw a bunch of things into one video so that way we could kind of get through these products and I can let you guys know what I think because there is so much new stuff out that it's hard for me to keep up sometimes, you know what I'm saying? I figured I would do a full video including products that I've tried out. You'll see if they're a hit, a miss. These are like hot new items and a lot of this stuff I love and some of it not so much. Not so much. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Definitely let me know down below if you guys want more videos like this in the future. Also, if you guys missed, I did put my wedding video up on the vlog channel. I know a lot of you have been wondering about the wedding video, where it's at. If you don't follow my vlog channel, you haven't seen it. I did upload it over there because that is like my lifestyle channel and I thought it just fit perfectly over there. If you want to check that out, I will leave a link down below. It's so good. I love it so much and I hope you guys enjoy it as well. So before we get started, if you're not subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell if you want notifications from me. If not, you know, subscribing's enough. So if you want to see what I think about these new products, watch me try them on, give you some swatches, then let's just go ahead and get started. The first thing, I'm going to kind of go in a random order. I have it all like stacked all over my table, so I'm just going to do like a random order. So the first thing I want to talk about is Flower Beauty. Now I'm really excited because you guys know I love Flower Beauty. I've been purchasing from them forever and they came out with some new lip products. So I am working with them to share these lip products with you guys because I love them. They always have good stuff. And I don't recommend things that I think suck, so these are really, really good. And I'm excited about these. They have 7 different shades. These are available at Walmart. I do have my favorites right here, but I will give you guys swatches of all of these products. So these are the Flower Mix and Matte Lip Duos. This is what the packaging looks like. It is just so gorgeous. It's like a luxurious packaging. Like when you hold it and look at it, it's so colorful, it's pretty, it's very eye-catching. I just love it. But it isn't about the packaging, it's about the product. So what I like about this is you kind of have a 2-in-1. You have a matte lipstick and you also have a gloss and it's the same exact shade. So the lip gloss matches the lipstick perfectly, which is really great to have. Sometimes I'm looking for something that's identical and normally I just go with a clear gloss because I'm like, oh, whatever, I'm not going to find it. But I like that it is a dual-ended one with the same color on each side. So let me talk to you about one of my favorite shades. This one is so pretty and you'll see it when I put it on my lips here in this clip. This one is in the shade Red Velvet and this gives you candy apple lips, you guys. It is just so beautiful. And one thing I have found with these products is I haven't had to use a lip liner with them. The top of the lipstick is so pointy that I just don't need one, so I really like that about it as well. Normally I'm always wearing a lip liner, but I find I don't have to with this one. But this Red Velvet shade, you guys, I cannot get enough of it. The matte lipstick on these duos is so creamy, very comfortable to wear, and they look really great on the lips as well. They don't like sink into fine lines, anything like that. They just look really plumping and pretty. The matte side of this Red Velvet is pretty, and then you put the pearlized gloss on top, and it literally gives you a candy apple effect. Now, I will say, it's like a pearl gloss, so when you put this on, you're probably thinking like, oh, it's kind of a goopy gloss, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not. It is not a thick gloss. It is not goopy. None of that. It is a nice thin gloss. It just has a really pretty sheen to it and it lasts so well on top of the lipstick. I just like that it's not a thick layer of gloss. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you don't want a thick goopy layer that your hair is going to get caught up in. This really does add that shine, but it's not thick and it's not going to get all your hair caught up in it, you know what I'm saying, and then spread it all over your face. It's a really attractive look that happens to us sometimes. I find that these do wear really beautifully. Of course, they're kind of like any regular lipstick. They are going to wear off when you eat and drink, but this red one, it does stain your lips, so it's not going to be like you have patches of skin showing. It's going to look like a nice red tint, so you won't have to hurry up and reapply it. So my favorite nude out of everything is this Honey Nude Lippy, and it again has the matte side. I like this nude because it's a little bit darker. I do have it on my lips right now, and it kind of has a pink tint to it, but it's just really pretty. Again, very creamy. The formula of these is amazing, and I've been really, really enjoying them. And I will be honest with you, I am not a lipstick person, but I really like these a lot because they do set down really nicely on the lips. So you can see the difference between the matte and then the pearlized gloss. I really love Flower Beauty lip products. I love their new liquid lips that they came out with. I love their regular glosses that are a little bit thicker, but they're super pigmented just like these. And yeah, I just really enjoy these products. So definitely go check them out. Again, they're available at Walmart. I'll also have a link down below if you want to check them out. Okay, moving on to more makeup products. We have a highlighter palette. Okay, you guys know I love this palette so much. Again, like I said, I'm kind of going out of order. I'm just kind of grabbing and showing them to you guys. But this Anastasia Glow Kit, this is the sugar one, is so good. I cannot stop wearing it. I'm not kidding. This is like my new go-to. I love putting Starburst all over my cheek, and then I will take Marshmallow and hit it right in the center just to really make it pop. This is so beautiful. I feel like it looks really great on my texture and my pores. It blends out really well, and I've just been incredibly obsessed. It just makes me look so glowy. I love it. Okay, moving on. This was not used in the video, but I figured I would throw it in here because I believe I included this in an Ulta haul. I love this, you guys. This is the Blush Kitten Radiant by Anastasia, but before you buy this, let me get to my next one. So just hold on for a second. This is what it looks like. It is gorgeous. You need to go in with a light hand with this. I mean, just tap your brush in there, blend it onto your cheeks, and you'll be fine. These three are my favorites. I will probably never use this one. It's just not my kind of shade, but I think these are gorgeous. They blend really well, look really great on the skin. They're all matte shades minus this little pink one that has just a few speckles of shimmer in there, but these are matte. They're my favorite. I think they are stunning. If you want something that is a little bit more affordable, this Sephora Winter Flush Palette, it is so good. I'm wearing it on my cheeks right now. And it does have a mirror. It kind of just has that same vibe of the Anastasia one, but this one is thinner. So let me show you real quick. So the Sephora one is thinner. So all of these blushes, this bigger part right here, all of those are matte, but then you have this shimmer strip on each one to add a little bit of shimmer to the blush if that's what you prefer. I personally love mixing these two together so much. And to me, these look so similar. Minus the shimmer strip, like they're very, very similar. So they're both really great. Again, if you want to save some cash, I would go for the Sephora one. You also have the ability to make them shimmer blushes, or you could just put your brush into the matte shades. So it's just kind of up to you, but I really love both of these. I highly recommend them. Sephora one blends out really well. Again, very, very pigmented. Moving on to some drugstore products. This is the LA Colors Sweet 16 Color Eyeshadow Palette. I do like this. I mainly use it for the mattes. I have a high-end product in here that didn't have a lot of transition shades, so I decided to use this one, and I really like it. Everything blends out pretty well. It's just kind of like a standard palette. To me, it reminds me of like the Too Faced, I think it's the Chocolate Bar palette. There is more mattes than shimmers, and I think this is a good like staple palette to have. If you don't have a drugstore palette that has a bunch of different transition shades or a highlight shade, I would go for this one because it's affordable and everything blends pretty well and is pretty pigmented. So I do like this. I think this is great. I'm still kind of trying it out, and I need to try out these shimmer shades a little bit more, but so far I do love the mattes. And then I also have this NYX 3-Step to Sculpt Face Sculpting Palette. You guys, I love this. Love this more than I thought I would. Now, I will say this is more of a warm-toned bronzer, so some of you might not like that warm-toned look in the contour line, but I don't hate it. I think it looks really good just because it does blend out so well. So I do contour with this one right here. I use that same Morphe brush that I mentioned in my last video, which is the M523. Just kind of fluff it in there and blend it upwards. And then I'll go in with this yellow shade right here with this Smashbox Blurring Concealer, and I'll just carve out that contour line, let it bake, and then dust it away, and it looks so pretty. I don't really use this highlight shade. It's not my favorite. It's not as intense as I would like it to be, but I like 2 shades out of the whole palette, so I feel like in a trio, if I like 2 and not 1, I feel like it's okay, and it is drugstore and affordable. The other drugstore bronzer that I have is actually this number 7 bronzer. I don't think this is super new, but it's more new to me, and I love this bronzer. So this one's in the shade Caramel, and it has a little mirror right here, as you can see. This is such a good bronzer shade. This is so pretty. It reminds me of the Marc Jacobs Tantastic one that was like in the white package, which I have somewhere back there. But this is so nice. It's a drugstore alternative, and it blends really well. It looks very smooth on the skin. It's easy to work with. Everything you kind of need for a bronzer is right here. It's just so beautiful, and I love it. Foundation. I feel like I should do a full video on new full coverage foundations because there are so many coming out from the drugstore, from high-end. I mean, there's a ton, which I'm not complaining about because I love full coverage foundation. This new Jouer one came out, which I've been trying as well, but I've been trying this one the longest, and I really, really like it. I think it looks beautiful on the skin. By far think that applying it with a beauty blender is my favorite way because I was applying it with a brush for a while, and it does look really good, but I just feel like the beauty blender really sinks it into the skin and really gets that excess product because it is so full coverage. You don't want to leave extra product on your skin. So I love this a lot. I use 2 pumps. This is the shade Latte 300. It matches my body, but of course my hands can't get their thing. They can't get it together. I love this. I 100% recommend it. It's lightweight on the skin. It doesn't accentuate pores. It's full coverage. It's everything that I want. and more. It's really great for oily skin as well. Does have a nice matte finish. So I do have two high-end concealers that I've been trying, and this one is the Laura Mercier Candle Glow Concealer and Highlighter. I've been using this mainly for the outer part. I put like a full coverage concealer in here, and then I highlight with this one. I was using the Maybelline Fit Me to do that as well, which I still recommend that one if you don't want to buy this one. I do love the applicator of this. I don't know, just something about it. It's so easy to apply. I'm using the shade number 1, which is great because it's not too light, but it's still a little bit lighter than my foundation, so it does highlight. But this blends out really well. I feel like it just adds a nice glow to the skin, and I've been really enjoying this with the Tarte Shape Tape. I highly recommend it if you just want something lightweight to highlight with, nothing full coverage or anything like that, but just adds a little bit of sheen and glow to the skin. And then we have this. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof Full Coverage Concealer. I don't use the All Nighter foundation. I feel like it's too drying on my skin, and surprisingly, because I'm very oily, I just felt like it didn't look good on my skin. And I kind of feel the same about this one, you guys. I just don't know how I feel. It's set down to a matte finish, and I kind of show you guys in the close-ups as well as like you can really see my wrinkles in here. It kind of looks like it ages me a little bit. If I had to pick between Tarte Shape Tape and this one, I'm still leaning towards Tarte Shape Tape. I also like the application of Tarte Shape Tape better because their doe foot's a little bit bigger, but it has more product on it. For someone like me who likes to put on a lot of product, I like it when the doe foot grabs a lot. This one does grab a little bit there at the tip, as you can see. But when I put it on my skin, it kind of just feels like I'm rubbing a dry applicator with a little bit of product underneath my eyes, and I have to keep dipping back in. I love the packaging. I feel like applying it with a beauty blender is best just because that moisture really helps it blend out, because sometimes I do find it a little bit difficult to blend. Again, it sets down to a matte finish. I haven't decided how exactly I feel about it yet, but I'm not overly impressed, and I wouldn't pick it above Tarte. So if that helps you at all, I figured I would mention it. I'll talk about the most disappointing thing at the very end. But I have a few little knickknacks like liners and then a brow product. This Marc Jacobs liner is the Magic Marker Water. Oh, that's cute because Marc Jacobs and they put Marker. Waterproof liquid eyeliner. First off, I absolutely love the packaging of this. So sleek. It is a felt tip liner, and this is very black, as you can see. This is not a matte eyeliner. It's just very black, and it's not super shiny as well. It's kind of like that in between. I really like it. Again, I do have it on my eyes right now. This is hard to take off. I don't disagree that it's probably waterproof. I haven't tested the waterproof claim yet. This is kind of difficult to take off. Like, I was trying to take a makeup wipe to it yesterday, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be here forever, because it did not want to come off. I think that's great that it lasts so long, especially with it getting colder. My eyes get really watery when I go from being outside in the cold to inside when it's like, you know, room temperature, kind of warm. So when that happens, I just need something that's not gonna like make it look like I'm crying my eyes out with black eyeliner. I think this is gonna be really nice. So far I am loving it. This is pretty new. It just came in PR the other day. It doesn't take me long to figure out if I like liner or not, and this one is definitely gonna be one that I use a lot. Next thing, we have this Monster Big Brow. This is from Lancome. Yes. I like the idea of this, but I don't like the formula and I don't like the application. I always love the idea of something being really simple in like a pencil form. That way you could just go ahead and fill in your brows really quickly and head out the door. I tried to use this little brush right here. This really didn't do anything for me. I don't know. It wasn't my cup of tea, to be honest with you. I wish they would have just put a spoolie at the end. I feel like that's a little bit more practical than this brush. I opened it and first off it was already kind of broken, but it doesn't have a really nice shape to it. It kind of just wears down to this shape right here. So you can't get like a precise line. You definitely have to go back in with concealer and clean it up. I think the formula is okay. It is a little bit heavy. It kind of has like that waxy feel to it. It keeps your brow hairs down, which is nice, but it is a little bit heavier. I love the color. The color is in Blonde. Again, just not my favorite. I would prefer my Makeup Revolution brow pomade over this because it's easier to work with. I get a nice precise application. All you need is a brush. And then the last thing that's so disappointing to me because I absolutely love this brand. I love her stuff and I was pretty excited about this palette and I'm just a little bit disappointed. This Natasha Denona Holiday palette is the Holiday Eyeshadow Palette 5 in 02 Aries. So this is what it looks like, and then you open it up. I actually really love the packaging of these. My eyeshadows did not fall out. I know they were having some issues with eyeshadows just kind of like falling out of these palettes. I did not have that problem, which I was super excited about. I have to say, I just am not obsessed with it. This shade right here is a dud, in my opinion. It's just, it's not a Natasha Denona eyeshadow, you know what I mean? Like, you can see how sheer it is. Has a nice shimmer to it, but it's not my favorite. This one only shows up, which I have on my lid right here. And this one only shows up really well if you use a Too Faced glitter glue or like MAC Fix Plus. Same with this one. This color is not even as pretty as it looks unless you use Fix Plus. The matte is amazing. Her mattes are always amazing, and this is okay. It's nothing super, it's just nothing super good. It's kind of a little bit dry in my opinion for Natasha Denona. Favorite shade out of here is the matte and is this blue when I use Fix Plus, but I don't feel like liking 2 of the 5 shades is worth me keeping the palette. It's just a little bit disappointing because I love her eyeshadows, but I feel like these are different than some of the shades she has in her palette. I don't know if she has a new formula. I hope she didn't have a new formula. I'm keeping my palettes if she does. Yeah, I'm just not impressed by this. I'm a little disappointed in it, and I honestly just I'm not pumped about my look like I normally am when I use her product. This one's gonna go back for me. You guys let me know what you think about these Natasha Denona palettes. Do you have them? Have you tried them? I want to know all your thoughts. But that is everything that I have for you guys today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I had so much fun filming it. I think it's a little bit different and fun. Definitely let me know if you guys want me to continue to do these. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!